special taste that add up to this place.
Oh, hello everyone. Today I'll be testing the Pininfarina H2 Speed at 2 stars and 4 stars respectively. This is McLaren P1 Bacon's Pininfarina H2. It's at max and the only epic missing is its handling. And this is my H2 at 2 stars. I fully upgraded it, and import parts are randomly scattered around the place. You can see that I managed to get acceleration as high as possible for 2 stars. And let's get into our first race on the Vela Desert Life. The first 3 races will be my races with the H2, and the last few will be from Bacon himself. So on our first race on the Vela Desert Life, we are facing 2 Acuras, like the NSX 2017, 1 Lotus Elise, 1 DSE 10s, another H2, 1 car which should be the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, not really sure about that one. And we also have 1 Viper in this race, and the Pininfarina's handling is good enough, so while I was upgrading the car, I didn't really put a lot of import parts on handling, because this car's handling and drifting is well already good enough for around the rank. And we'll continue watching to see how it does against its max itself. And there we did a very lucky 4th barrel roll, somehow do not wreck, and we move on to just lead the pack in 2nd place. So this part is best to save up for nitros first, because it's a patch of rough terrain and you will need perfect nitro to get through it, and in most cars you'll need a full nitro bar because that section is pretty long. Unless you have something like the DSE 10s or the Huracan Evil Spider, then maybe you don't have to worry too much about it. And in Asphalt 9, it's always a good idea to go up this section here because it's faster, because you lose more speed while drifting Asphalt 9 than you do in Asphalt 8. And here we pass the finish line in 2nd place behind the Dodge Viper ACR. And indeed, the Porsche was a 718 Cayman. I still don't know. I still can't figure out what it was. Anyways, on our 2nd race on San Francisco Tunnel Gen, we have 1 599 XX Evo, we have 1 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray, we have 1 Arena Husaria 33, we have 2 Pininfarina H2s, 2 other H2s, 1 Lamborghini Gallardo, and 1 DSE 10s. And Tunnel Gem must be one of the lesser seen variants. The common ones will be Shanghai Pudong Rice, City by the Bay, and Rome, Ancient Rome, and all of that. I think that those are the most seen variants around multiplayer. So, but however, this variant of San Francisco is still relatively common. So it's always a good idea to practice around the tracks. And talking about practicing around tracks, right? For those who are eligible to finish the entire Heatwave season, career season well, just take advantage of the cars that you have and just go ahead and practice on the new track, because that will pay off and give you an advantage over people who don't know the track as well as you. And here's always a good idea to drift on the inside, and that is how I managed to pass the Corvette C8 Stingray last minute and come in 5th place. And I don't know why there was a wandering Pininfarina near the finish line. And moving on to our next race on Osaka Naniwa Tour, which is the last race I'm going to provide in this video, which is from myself. We have 3 Vipers, 2 Acura NSXs, one other Pininfarina H2, and 1 Ventus South. And by the way, the competition listed does not include my own car. And this is just a 2-star H2, mind you, and you will see some really good performance and competition later in Bacon's max H2 Speed. Only missing epic is its handling, which I think is a really good decision to put it on the rest, because this car's handling and drifting I saw at max without the import, I think it's good enough because it's relatively high stat, and this car is not like stiff to the ground like the DSE 10 is. It's relatively floaty, so it drifts pretty easily and doesn't really have much problems with generally handling. And as if you think this driving is trash, don't mind it, because I haven't been, I'm not so used to Osaka because of those tight turns, corners and all of that, and it's lucky we didn't get knocked down by the Viper back there. His shockwave ended just in time for us not to, well, crash into him, I guess, and we are good in 6th place. Sometimes my position counter doesn't really update correctly, and right here what you see is 720p. I recorded in 720p, and over here I don't know why, but I did a stunt, somehow survived past the finish line in, was it 4th place? Yes, 4th place. And yeah, the last part was pretty epic. So on top, races provided by Bacon this time around. We are on US Midwest Canyon launch with 3 golden H2s, 1 ATS Automobile Corsa R Turbo, which was pretty interesting, and 1 AMG GTS, and you could immediately tell how the GTS did. Anyways, we're starting off the race with a typical start, and it's always a good idea to did what Bacon did at the beginning, go at the bottom route and then climb up again. And Bacon almost crashed if he gone too high on that ramp, like he would have landed on his top. And his route is exactly what I take as well, near the bottom, because I don't really like the trains and all, and Bacon wrecks here. But don't worry, this is near Golden Max Pininfarina H2 after all, right? They can't really at least catch up a little bit. How can it be considered as a multiplayer king, right? So talking a little bit about the special events that might come out in both Asphalt 8 and 9, there have been a recent leak that the Bugatti Bolide, the Bugatti Chiron Sport, the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus will be coming to Asphalt 8, and both will be labeled as ultimate cars. And the Bolide and the 488 Pista will come in Asphalt 9 quite soon. And is believed to be part of a drive syndicate. And going back to our race here, Bacon seems to be catching up pretty quickly to the people in front of him, although he does not have a chance to overtake them, but that was a pretty good attempt by Bacon, I would say. And that concludes the US Midwest race. And now for our next race on Shanghai Nanjing Stroll, we have 3 599XX Evos, 1 other H2, 1 Arteaga Scalo Super Lettera, and 1 Acura NSX 2017. And continuing on from where I left off about the new drive syndicate, the possibility of the Bolide and the Pista coming, right? I'm going to assume that it's we're going to assume that it's just leaks for now. And regarding drive syndicate, right, I'm not entirely confident that the car will be the Bolide for sure, but there will definitely be a drive syndicate, hopefully in around November and December, or else I won't be able to play it at all, because in September to October, around that time period, I don't think I can really play, just judging by what. Yeah, you do get the idea. So hopefully the drive syndicate happens nearer to the end of the year, probably around Christmas. That would be great. And now focusing on a race now, Bacon is leading the pack in first place. Look at how far behind they are. They are not even on the map anymore. So this shows the power of the true multiplayer king, the Pininfarina H2 Speed. Of course the Acura, the Vencer and the Ariana can do better than this, but this proves to be quite competitive against those 2 cars. And we have seen some Vipers that are fairly common in these races, and I plan to make a video about them soon, but I've already reached Gold League, and a 3-star Viper won't do good in there, which is my assumption, of course. On to our second last race on the Caribbean Peer Pressure, we have 3 other Pininfarina H2s, 1 Arteaga Scalo Super Lettera, no idea why they are kind of common. We have 1 Lotus Elise. Wait, isn't it Silver Leaf? Yeah, I don't know why people are still using Elise as a Silver Leaf. There's 1 599XX Evo, and 1 Dodge Viper ACR. All the Vipers in here are ACR because the GTS is Class A, yeah. And this is actually one of my favorite Caribbean variants, but I actually don't know how to tackle it correctly. I just like it because there's this forest section in the middle, and it's pretty nice. And I must really commend Bacon for his dual color Pininfarina H2. It looks really good, man. The blue and the pink, I think it's a matte color. What is it called? A matte color? Not really sure how to pronounce that. M-A-T-T-E. Not really sure about the pronunciation. But the color is really nice. The blue and the pink. The blue and the purple. It just really blends really well together. And Bacon didn't go on the water thingies near that section, which I don't really understand his decision here. Maybe he missed it, or that's his usual route. Not really sure about that. And he's still leading in first place out of 7, just like the last race. And look at how far behind the competition is. Well, yeah, this is a multiplayer king, obviously, right? And it's at max, near golden max actually. And news has come out that the Acura NSX GT3 Evo Key Hunt is coming out. I'll see how it goes, whether the drops in the event packs are good, and probably I'll go for it. Yeah, that's briefly what I'm gonna do around this time. On to our last race on Cairo 1000 minarets. We have 2 Pininfarina H2s, 2 other H2s, 2 Viper ACRs, 2 599XX Evos, and 1 Lamborghini Gallardo, which I believe was the Legend Pass car for the Lamborghini season or something, not really sure about that. And I believe Bacon tackled this beginning section really well. Those barrel rolls, look at that speed. That is quite some nice driving back there. And here the Gallardo catches up, but Bacon somehow knocks him down. Not really sure how he did that, because yeah, maybe because the Gallardo was not in nitro. And here Bacon just tackled this part correctly, go up the ramp and get a huge run of airspeed, and then well just leaves his entire combination behind, but not as behind as we have seen in some of the previous races. And yeah, and talking about more Asphalt nice stuff, I've qualified for the Lamborghini SC20 Grand Prix. Round 1 will most probably start today, so stay tuned. Maybe I'll do a video about round 1, not really sure. Yeah, but just stay tuned. And yeah, I'm trying to get SC20 because I'm on my mission. Because for Asphalt 9, right, my bucket list is that I must win 1 special event and 1 Grand Prix car that will be most significant to me. And here Bacon comes in first out of 8. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed so far, and subscribe for more Asphalt 8, 9 and Nitro 2 content. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.